Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dr. Taylor, Aspire Chiropractic. Today I got an important question for you. How stiff are you? Like just generally speaking. Well, doctor, I work out a bunch. I'm always stiff. I don't really work out, but I'm always stiff. Okay, Mr. Workout Guy. Stiff and sore from the workout, or is it something else? Yeah, I'm stiff and sore from the workout, but it's also I've got these recurring spots. It doesn't matter if it's leg day, back day, chest day, push day, pull day. It's I always got some spots that are just always generally kind of stiff. Mr. Non-workout guy, same thing? Yeah, same thing. So is stiffness good or is stiffness bad? In a workout, the day after or 2 days after, if you got that delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS for short, stiffness is acceptable. But if it continues to show up in the same spots over and over again, then it's a little more red flaggy. If you're not working out and you're still stiff, also a red flaggy. So why do we get stiff? Let's take out the good reasons. Let's take out the workouts, stuff like that. Let's say we're just generally stiff. Our body's going to be stiff for one of two reasons. Either A, you've got something out of place, and your body's trying to pull it back. It's trying to reorganize it. It's trying to reassess it, put it back where it belongs. Or B, you've got some sort of nervous system dysregulation in a sense. So there's some sort of error in the message from the brain to the muscle. So let's look at this. Let's say we've got our spine here. We'll use that as the example. Why? Because I'm a chiropractor and we work on a whole lot of spines. We work on all kinds of other stuff too, but obviously primarily spine. So this is your spine. These spaces here are the individual vertebra. There's your skull up top. Going down either side of our spine, we've got these big long muscles. They're called paraspinal muscles. Some of them go over a bunch of bones. Some of them only go over one or two, but generally speaking, you've got big swaths of muscles going down your back. So if we've got a bone out of place, we've got a vertebra that has lost its proper juxtaposition with the bone above and the bone below, your body is going to try to correct that. It doesn't like it being out of place. It's going to try and move it. Let's make these the same width. There we go. So we've got the muscles that go between them here. Let's just use these like so, and we'll put some right here. If this thing slides forward or back, your body's going to try and reorganize that. It's going to try and put it back where it belongs. And when that happens, a muscle has to contract, because we have to remember muscles can only pull. Your bicep only pulls. Your tricep only pulls. Every muscle in your body can only pull. So if that thing slides out of place, your muscles are going to try and pull it back. If it's so stuck that your body can't fix it on its own, it's going to keep trying. And these muscles are just going to get tired and sore and eventually weak and give up, and then they're going to atrophy. Then things are going to have to compensate for it. Other muscles are going to have to start to get called into play. And those things are going to get sore, and those things are going to get tight. Those things are going to get stiff. Why? Because you've got something out of place that your body is trying to fix. If your body can't fix it on its own, it needs somebody else, like this guy. Now, the other scenario, some sort of nervous system dysregulation. If we come back to the spine here, we got to go a little higher. What controls the body? Does anybody know? Hope somebody knows. Hope somebody out there said brain. So if we've got our skull here, got our spine here, inside of our skull is our brain, right? And coming out of our brain is our spinal cord, which goes down our spine, and coming off of our cord is every single nerve in your body. Now what happens, these nerves exit from between the vertebrae. So there's your atlas, there's your axis, see 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down. Go like that, there we go, put a little 3-dimension in here, because the nervous system is housed within the spine. If we've got some sort of subluxation, some sort of bone out of place like we talked about before, this bone here, let's go here. Let's say this guy is bent, torqued, twisted, and it's putting pressure on these nerves that come out here. Now, these nerves in this specific part of the neck, they leave the neck, they go out into the arms, hands, and fingers. But if there's pressure on that nerve, if there's something impeding the message from the brain, down the spinal cord, out into the body, wherever that nerve ends isn't going to work right. Now, in this situation, we're talking about stiff muscles. We're going to say this nerve ends on a muscle. You know, let's say this nerve ends right here on the muscles right by your shoulder blade, right? So you ever get that knot, that spot right there? You can put your finger on it. It feels like someone's stabbing you. That big old muscle cramp right there. Let's say that nerve stops and goes right there. So if we've got a bone out of place, putting pressure on a nerve, decreasing the input from the brain into the body, into this specific muscle for our example, that muscle isn't getting the proper information. The information on what? The information on how to contract or how to relax, how to shorten, and how to lengthen. So because of nervous system dysregulation, this is causing a muscle spasm. How do we fix that? You can jam an elbow in there. You can get a massage therapist to break up that knot with their thumb or something like that. What's going to happen? It's going to come back, because in this instance, in this situation here, the reason that muscle is knotted up is because of improper messaging from the brain through the spine out the nerves into the body. It's going to keep coming back. It doesn't matter how often you smash that thing out, you roll it out, you get a lacrosse ball, a foam roller. Heck, you just get right up against a door. That's going to keep coming back because the muscle isn't the problem in this scenario. The information it's receiving is. Why is the information it's receiving jacked up? Because the power that goes to that muscle is inhibited in some way, shape, or form by this bone out of place. The brain and the muscle aren't talking correctly. Or the muscle and the brain aren't talking correctly. One of the great analogies of chiropractic is this little guy right here. It's a safety pin. This here is your brain. This here is your body. Let's go BRBO. Brain sends messages out the body, or brain sends messages out into the body, tells it what to do and how to do it. Body sends a report back to the brain. But if there's some disruption in this system and the brain isn't getting the proper message from the body, then the body's not going to work right, because the brain can't give it proper instruction without getting proper feedback. Same thing goes on here. So remember 2 examples: stiffness because A, you've got something out of place. Your body is trying to fix it and pull it back, and it can't generate the force, and it just can't. So you need someone to move a bone. Or B, you've got some issue in your nervous system sending improper messaging and improper signals into your body, causing the tissues, in this situation, the muscle tissues, to work improperly or imperfectly, causing muscle spasm. What do we got to do? We got to move a bone. It's literally that simple, because you got to remember, it comes down to one undeniable fact. Every cell, tissue, and organ in your body is controlled by your brain. And if your brain can't communicate with your body and your body can't communicate with your brain, it's not going to work right. End of story. Period. The end. Hard stop. So if this makes sense to you, if this is something that, hell, if it doesn't make sense to you and you want to learn more about it, if you've got these kind of issues and you've tried everything else, give our office a call. Walk right through that door. We're ready to help you right here at Aspire Chiropractic when you're ready to be your best, naturally.